What would you do if a potential enemy was in trouble? If they were attacked unprovoked, about to be captured by pirates? Some may ignore it, but not India. The Indian Navy has shown its valor once again. It has rescued 19 Pakistani fishermen from the clutches of Somali pirates. In fact, India pulled off not one but two rescues. Hours before saving the Pakistanis, the Indian Navy had rescued some Iranians, again from Somali pirates. First, let's look at what happened. On Sunday, the Indian Navy received a distress call from an Iranian fishing vessel called the Iman. The Iman was being hijacked. Pirates had boarded the ship. The crew was being taken hostage, but they managed to send out the distress call. It was intercepted by the INS Sumitra, a Saruk-class advanced patrol ship capable of ocean surveillance and monitoring. One of the 10 ships that India has deployed in the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. So when the Iranians gave this distress call, the INS Sumitra set off in pursuit. It caught up to the captured fishing vessel early the next day. The Indian Navy put out this statement. They say they followed standard operating procedure and coerced the pirates to safely release the crew. 17 Iranian nationals were on this fishing vessel, the Iman. The Indian Navy ensured that they were all safe. Now, we don't know what happened to the pirates. All that the Indian side has said is that the boat was quote-unquote sanitized. After this, the Iranian crew was allowed to proceed. But the story does not end here. The INS Sumitra was not done yet. Soon, another Iranian fishing vessel was in danger. This one was called the Al-Naimi. Now, India was not just going to stand by. So the INS Sumitra began another pursuit. It managed to track down the second vessel. The Al-Naimi had also been hijacked. Its crew was also being held hostage by Somali pirates, so the Indian ship took up a coercive posture again. It deployed its integral helicopter. Smaller boats were also sent towards the fishing vessel. This forced the 11 pirates to surrender. The Indian naval forces then boarded the ship and they rescued the crew. There were 19 Pakistani nationals on board the Al-Naimi. The Indian troops checked on their safety and well-being. Then they sanitized the ship once again. And this time the photos gave a better idea about what this really means. You can see 10 of the pirates here with their hands tied. Their possessions have been confiscated and there isn't a weapon in sight. It's safe to say that the Indian forces dealt with the threat and the Pakistani fishermen were saved. But what does this episode tell you? No matter the old enmity and Pakistan's track record, Indian troops remain professional. They will ensure that innocent civilians are kept safe, even if they're Pakistani. And there are both humanitarian and strategic reasons for that. India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar wrapped it up quite succinctly.
I feel today that India's greater capability and our own interests and our reputation today warrant that we actually help out in difficult situations. We will not be considered a responsible country if bad things are happening around our neighborhood and we say, I got nothing to do with this.
Helping the neighborhood is in India's best interests too, which is why India is patrolling the seas, making sure that pirates do not take advantage of the regional instability. Piracy off the Somali coast has been making a comeback. You could call it a direct fallout of the Red Sea crisis. Yemen-based Houthis have been attacking ships. Somali pirates see this as an opportunity. They think that everyone is distracted by the Houthis, so no one will bother them. But that is not the case. India is on the job. It is not officially a part of the US-led Red Sea mission, but India is providing support to everyone in need, even the citizens of hostile nations. And India has been doing this for weeks. Last Friday, India helped a British oil tanker. It had been struck by Houthi missiles. The INS Vishakhapatnam helped douse the flames. Earlier this month, India rescued another ship, a cargo ship called the MV Leela Norfolk. The Indian Navy saved 21 crew members from being taken hostage. So yesterday was not an anomaly. India has taken on the mantle of guardian and has been fulfilling its duty with distinction. Hopefully, the neighborhood and the world is watching all of this. This crisis hurts everyone. The difference is in the response. Some fan the fires, others try to douse them.